In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to turn a thrifted quilt into a cozy, cute winter jacket. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Happy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Whenever I decide to post this, hey, hello, how are y'all doing today? If this is your first time coming to my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Lara, and I love to sew. I've made a couple sewing videos in the past, and I really want to get back into making more projects. And this project in today's video has been on the bucket list for such a long time, winter of 2022, long time. And it was originally inspired by With Wendy. If you are looking for sewing related content or another sewing channel, I 12 out of 10 would recommend checking out With Wendy. She makes just the most gorgeous, calming, cute, amazing sewing videos, and I just love her channel so much. She's honestly such a huge inspiration for me, and she used to have this series where she would take thrifted blankets and upcycle them into winter jackets. And when I saw this video from her where she made this jacket, I just knew immediately that I had to make something like that. There's something about that cute, vintage, almost youthful style jacket that I just really loved and really wanted to have. I'm pretty sure that video is from either 2022 or 2023, but that has been on my project bucket list for the longest time. And I decided this year to actually act on these dreams and create this project. I will say, I knew going into the project that I did not want to draft my own pattern for this jacket, because at the end of the day, my biggest goal with this project was to actually make a product that I was going to wear for a long time. And I'm gonna be honest with you all right now, my pattern drafting skills are simply not the best, and that is a-okay. So because of this, I scoured the internet to try to find the perfect vintage inspired jacket pattern, and I ended up settling on this one pattern right here. And I actually really loved using this pattern because it was honestly a really simple pattern to follow. The directions were super clear, and the pattern still had a bit of complexities to it, that it wasn't a super basic, boring look. And overall, it just left a lot of room for potential personalization, customization with the jacket that you made. Hello, it is Lara from not the intro, but when I start sewing this, I wanted to show off the blanket in its original form. I thrifted this blanket literally 2 years ago, and it's just been sitting in my sewing pile ever since. So I'm really excited to have an excuse to actually do something with it and turn it into a jacket. My biggest goal throughout this project was to try to keep it as sustainable as possible, hence using the thrifted quilt as the main fabric for the jacket. In keeping with the theme, the lining part of my jacket, I ended up using an old bed sheet, and low-key, it ended up working out a lot better than I was expecting, because I don't know if it was the bed sheet that I used or maybe a combination of the bed sheet and the quilt, but the jacket ended up being a lot more insulating than I was expecting it to be, and the lining ended up matching with the finished product of the jacket, and adding in the lining into the jacket pattern was not difficult. I pretty much followed the directions exactly to a T. jacket sewing vloggity vlog. I just wanted to point out one thing real quick. I am wearing Christmassy festive jammies. Is it still the month of November? Yes. And is it still before Thanksgiving? Yes. And I don't want to hear it, okay? Matching pajama sets have been something recently that have been giving me so much life. But either way, let me give you guys an update about the current state of my jacket and where it is at right now. All right, so this is the jacket in its current state. Please ignore the mess in the background, by the way. But my hips are up to here, and so the jacket is quite oversized. The sleeves are also quite long, which I think I'm gonna try to fix at like the very end, but it is very oversized. Like the sleeves are a little bit wider than I would like for it to be, and then also the body of the jacket is a lot wider as well. I'm completely okay with that because when I cut out the pattern, I purposefully picked a size that would be a little bit too big for me, because it's always easy to remove fabric and make something smaller versus if I made something that's too small, it would be really, really difficult to make it bigger. But my final vision for the jacket, I don't want it to be oversized. So currently what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to basically just like take in the bottom part of the sleeve slash like this outer line of the jacket and just make that a little bit smaller, because hear me out, ready? I have made a lining for the jacket, and right now it kind of just looks like a bunch of shapes, but it is essentially like the same size of this current jacket. So what I'm gonna do is alter this outer jacket, and then I'm going to adjust the size of the lining, so then when everything comes together, it is all one size. I will say one final update that I am kind of annoyed about is that the bottom of the jacket, or just like the length of the jacket, is a little bit longer than I would like for it to be. And so I'm going to have to remove these pockets that I already put into the jacket, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. We will adjust and we will figure it out. And we're gonna get to it. Let's go. My bangs pinned back because it's time to lock in. Hello everyone, what the frick is up? Green jacket sewing update. As of right now, I have finished the outer piece and the lining piece, and I finished altering them so that they would better fit my size. And today I am going to just lock in and try to finish the rest of this jacket because, hot take, it's getting cold outside. Like, it is getting a little bit colder outside, and I would actually like to wear my jacket. For an update, I have this old like lace trim that has been sitting in my sewing stash since, like, I shit you not, when I first started sewing, which was like my junior year of high school, well before I had a YouTube channel as well. The original like big thing that I sewed was a dress for the prom, and I literally had this like really pretty lace trim that has just been sitting in my sewing stash, sewing collection for so long, and I've just been really wanting to use it. I want to find some way to incorporate it into the jacket. As of right now, the current idea is adding it as like a trim around the pocket on the outside, and then also adding it as like a little trim around the collar, because I think the current color palette of like the dark green and the white could be a really fun little embellishment to add on to it. But yes, that is the current update I have right now. Actually, side update. I have my cookie butter iced coffee with me ready to go. That is one of my favorite things about the holiday seasons, or the seasonal flavors. Like, oh my gosh, a little cookie butter, brown sugar moment. Yes, please. Like, any holiday associated flavor, I am here for, and I eat it up. So me and my cookie butter coffee are gonna get back into this project. just want to give a little update that I am pretty much, I would say, 65 to 70% of the way done. I have officially sewn together the lining and the outer pieces, and now comes the task of having to flip everything inside out, which I am slightly nervous about, only because I forgot to leave like a proper hole in the lining piece to leave room to flip everything inside out. So right here is where I have left said hole, except both ends are not secure. So I'm going to flip this whole thing inside out. I just don't want these stitches to rip out. So hopefully that goes well, and hopefully after this, I won't have much else work left to do. All right, hello everyone. Jacket update. I have successfully flipped everything inside out. The lining is successfully attached to the jacket, and right now this is what it looks like pre-pressing the seams like here and doing like a top stitch around everything, and also pre-adjusting the sleeves. Also, I just realized that I made like a very unfortunate mistake when I sewed the lining and the top part, but I freaking forgot to attach the pocket part to like the outside of the jacket, which is a little bit unfortunate because with this pattern there is like a pocket on the inside of the lining, which I actually really like and I do want to keep it. But yes, and then I just want to reassess and figure out what I'm gonna do with all of this lace trim, because I was originally thinking about just adding the lace trim to the collar and like the outside of the pockets, and then maybe doing like a white bias tape around like the edge of the jacket. But now I'm like semi-tempted to do a lace trim like all around the jacket. But for now, I'm gonna top stitch this, press the seams, and fix up the sleeves, and I'll come back to y'all. All right, that was the final update that I gave when I was making the jacket. After I did a top stitch around all of like the bulky seams after flipping the jacket inside out, I kind of just impulsively decided to sew in the lace trim all around like the general perimeter of the jacket. And I think it really ends up tying the jacket together a lot better than if I just added the lace trim around the collar and the pockets like I was originally thinking of. Funny story though, I did not have enough lace trim to complete the full perimeter of the jacket, so there is like an awkward section in the inside that does not have lace trim, and you know what? That's totally okay. At this point, I still do have some small changes I want to add to the jacket. For example, I think I want to remove the lace that I did hand stitch on, and I want to add bias tape all around the edges and then add the lace on top of that. I think overall that would give it a much more clean and professional look. I also really want to add bias tape all around the inside lining edge of the jacket where like the interfacing connected with the lining, just because that is like one raw edge that's like always exposed and it just doesn't have like the most professional look right now. And then the final change that I want to make to this jacket is LOL, actually adding those pockets to the outside of the jacket. Spoiler alert, I never ended up adding the pockets to the outside of the jacket, and that's a shame. But that doesn't mean that it still can't be done. I think that might be like my biggest learning lesson / mistake / word of wisdom I can pass to you, is that if you are doing this pattern, please, please, please sew those outside pockets on before you sew the lining and the outer piece together. Here you go. That is my word of advice. That's the final sewing update I have about this, and this is what the final product ended up looking like. Say this jacket is like the perfect like transitional season jacket. It is so perfect for mid to late fall and then early spring when it's too warm to wear like the proper puffy winter jacket, but it's also too cold to wear like a denim jacket or a hoodie. But yes, that is my video about how I turned a thrifted quilt into the most cutie girl adorable jacket. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And if you like my personality, or if you just like my face, please make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. All I have for you guys in today's video. Oh my gosh, I have not said this in so long, and some of the super OGs will remember this. But I hope you all stay safe, happy, and healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!